I'm 87 years old. My best friend died 3 months ago, and I watched her waste the last 10 years of her life. Not because she was sick, because she was stupid. Her name was Linda. We were friends for 62 years. 62 years. That's longer than most marriages last, and I loved her. But loving someone doesn't mean lying to them when they're screwing up their own life. So I'm going to tell you exactly what Linda did wrong. And if you're doing any of these things right now, you need to stop. Today, not tomorrow. Because Linda thought she had tomorrow. She didn't. Let me tell you about Linda. Linda was 77 when this started. Healthy, sharp, had money saved. Her husband Tom had died 2 years before. Heart attack, fast. He didn't suffer. And Linda, she handled it okay at first. Went to the funeral, cleaned out his closet, did what you're supposed to do. But then something happened. She stopped, just stopped. Stopped going to church. Stopped meeting us for coffee on Thursdays. Stopped answering her phone. I'd call her. Ring, 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 voicemail. I'd drive to her house. She'd peek through the curtain, see it was me, and pretend she wasn't home. I thought, okay, she's grieving, give her time. So I gave her time. 6 months, a year, 2 years. Time didn't help. It made it worse. And here's what you need to understand. Linda didn't waste her last 10 years because she was sad. She wasted them because she made 3 specific choices, and you're probably making at least one of them right now. Mistake number 1. She waited to feel better before she started living again. You know what she told me? Year 3 after Tom died, I finally got her on the phone. She said, I'll start going out again when I feel like it. When I feel like it. Like feelings are something you wait for. Like one morning you wake up and boom, you feel like living again. That's not how it works. You don't feel like it, then do it. You do it, then you feel like it. But Linda, she sat in that house, waiting, watching TV, Judge Judy, Dr. Phil, The Price is Right. I know because one time I came over unannounced, walked right in because the door was unlocked, and she was sitting there in her bathrobe at 2 in the afternoon, watching some show about people screaming at each other. She looked at me like I'd caught her doing something wrong. I said, Linda, get dressed. We're going to get pie. She said, I don't feel like pie. I said, I don't care, get dressed. You know what she did? She told me to leave. Said she'd call me when she felt better. She never called. And here's what kills me. You're doing the same thing. You're waiting to feel motivated before you go to the gym. You're waiting to feel confident before you start that business. You're waiting to feel ready before you make that call. You're waiting for feelings that are never coming. Because feelings don't lead, actions lead. And Linda waited 10 years for feelings that never showed up. Mistake number 2. She pushed away everyone who tried to help. We tried. God knows we tried. Our friend Betty, she'd bring over casseroles. Linda wouldn't answer the door. Betty would leave them on the porch. Next week, the Tupperware would still be there. Food spoiled, flies buzzing around. Our friend Joyce, she invited Linda to join her walking group. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 a.m., they'd walk around the mall before the stores opened. Joyce called Linda for 3 months straight. Come walk with us. Just try it once. Linda said no every single time. Me? I stopped being nice about it. Year 5, I drove to her house, banged on the door until she opened it. She looked terrible, hair unwashed, wearing the same sweatpants she'd probably worn for a week. I said, "Linda, this is pathetic. Tom wouldn't want this." You know what she said? "You don't know what I'm going through." And she was right. I didn't lose my husband, but I know what isolation does. It doesn't heal you, it kills you, slowly. And you're doing it too. When people reach out, you say you're busy. When they invite you somewhere, you make excuses. When they ask how you're doing, you say fine and change the subject. You think you're protecting yourself. You're not. You're building a prison, and one day you'll wake up and realize nobody's knocking anymore because they got tired of the door being locked. Linda died alone in that house, not because nobody cared, because she wouldn't let them in. Mistake number 3. She turned her house into a shrine. Everything stayed exactly how it was when Tom died. His coat still hanging by the door. His reading glasses still on the nightstand. His coffee mug, the one that said "World's Best Dad," still in the cabinet. She wouldn't touch any of it. Year 7, I went over there. I don't even remember why. Maybe I'd given up trying to get her to leave, so I just visited her there. We were sitting in the living room, and I noticed Tom's chair. Nobody had sat in it in 7 years. There was dust on it, actual dust. And Linda, she looked at that chair like Tom was still sitting there. I said, "Linda, you need to move some of this stuff." She got angry, said, "This is all I have left of him." No, you have memories. You have 40 years of marriage. You have kids and grandkids who look like him. What you don't have is him. And keeping his coat by the door doesn't change that. She never moved anything, and she never moved forward. You're doing this too. Maybe not with a dead husband. Maybe it's an old job you got fired from, or a relationship that ended, or a version of yourself you used to be. You're holding on to something that's gone, and as long as you're holding it, you can't grab anything new. Linda held on to Tom for 10 years, and she missed everything else. Her grandson graduated high school. She didn't go. Her daughter had another baby. Linda didn't visit. Betty got remarried. Linda didn't show up. She missed 10 years of life because she was too busy living in the past. 3 months ago, Linda's daughter called me, said Linda had fallen, broken hip. They took her to the hospital, did surgery, but something went wrong. Infection, sepsis. She died 4 days later. I went to see her the day before. She was in and out of consciousness. But there was one moment, maybe 30 seconds, where she looked at me and she was really there. I took her hand. I said, "Linda, I love you." She squeezed my hand. And then she said something I'll never forget. She said, "I wasted it. That's all. I wasted it." Then she closed her eyes, and the next day she was gone. I'm 87 years old. I buried my best friend 3 months ago, and I think about her every single day. Not because I miss her, I do, but that's not why. I think about her because I'm terrified. Terrified I'm going to do what she did. Terrified I'm going to wait to feel better. Terrified I'm going to push people away. Terrified I'm going to live in the past instead of the present. So here's what I do every single day. When I don't feel like getting out of bed, I get up anyway. When I don't feel like going to church, I go anyway. When I don't feel like answering the phone, I answer anyway. Because feelings lie, and waiting for them to tell the truth is how you waste 10 years. Listen to me. Really listen. You're doing at least one of the things Linda did. I know you are. Everyone is. You're waiting to feel ready before you do the thing you need to do. You're pushing away people who are trying to help you. You're holding on to something that's already gone. And if you keep doing it, you're going to end up like Linda, in a hospital bed, looking at someone you love saying, I wasted it. Don't wait. Don't push. Don't hold on. Do the thing today. Call the person today. Let go today. Because Linda thought she had time. She had 10 years, and she wasted every single one of them. Don't be Linda. I'm 87 years old, and I'm not wasting another second. Leave a comment. Tell me which mistake you're making right now. Be honest, because the first step to not wasting your life is admitting you're doing it.